Sophie only used the Notes app for simple things: grocery lists, reminders, random ideas. Nothing important. That's why it didn't make sense when she opened it one night and saw a sentence she didn't write. "You're about to check this again." Sophie frowned. What? She looked around her room. Quiet. Still. No one else there. She checked the timestamp. Saved 2 seconds ago. Her stomach tightened. I didn't type that. She deleted it immediately. Closed the app. Locked her phone. Waited. 10 seconds. Then opened it again. The note was back. Same sentence. Same timestamp. "You're about to check this again." Sophie's fingers went cold. "Okay. Glitch," she whispered. She opened a new note. Typed. "Who is writing this?" She stared at the screen. Nothing happened. For a second. 2 seconds. Then, the cursor moved. On its own. And a reply appeared. "You are." Sophie shook her head instantly. "No, I'm not." The cursor blinked again. Then typed, "Not yet." Sophie's heart skipped. What does that mean? The reply came slower this time, more deliberate. "You always write it after you read it." Sophie went completely still, because something about that sentence felt familiar, like she had seen it before, or was about to. Her phone vibrated softly, and a new line appeared at the bottom of the note. "You're going to try deleting this again." Sophie's thumb hovered over the screen. Frozen. Sophie slowly pulled her hand back. She didn't delete it. Not this time. Her breathing was shallow now, controlled. Like she was trying not to trigger anything else. "I'm not touching it," she whispered. "Let's see what happens." The cursor blinked. Once. Twice. Then it moved again. That's new. Sophie's stomach dropped. What is? A short pause. Then the reply appeared. "You usually delete it faster." Her chest tightened. "Usually?" She repeated. The phone didn't answer immediately. Instead, the text above shifted slightly. Not disappearing. Rearranging. Like the note was being edited in real time. Then a new line appeared. "This version is slower." Sophie's throat went dry. "What version?" The cursor blinked again. "You." She shook her head. "No, there's only one me." The phone responded instantly. "That's why this takes longer." A chill ran through her arms. She backed up slightly on her bed, still staring at the screen. "Okay, fine," she said, forcing her voice steady. "If I'm writing this, prove it." Silence. Then, the cursor jumped to a new line and began typing, not responding, leading. "You're about to look over your shoulder." Sophie froze. Her body reacted before her thoughts did. A sudden urge, strong, immediate, to turn around. She clenched her jaw. No, I'm not doing that. The cursor blinked, then corrected itself. You're trying not to. Her heart started racing. I'm not trying. I'm choosing not to. The text changed again. You always say that before you check. Sophie swallowed hard. Her eyes flicked toward the dark corner of her room, just for a second, then back to the phone. The cursor moved again. Slower this time, more precise. There it is. Her breath hitched. I didn't turn around. The reply came instantly. You don't need to. A long pause. Then, you already looked. Sophie's pulse liked. No, I didn't. The screen flickered, and for a split second, she saw something reflected in the black edges of her phone. A shape. Behind her. Gone immediately. Her hand started shaking. That's not real. The cursor blinked again. Final line appearing. You'll confirm it soon. Sophie's grip tightened around the phone. Her breathing had become uneven now. Short. Controlled. Like she was trying to stay ahead of something she couldn't see. I'm not confirming anything, she said under her breath. The screen stayed still for a moment. No typing. No blinking cursor. Just silence. Then, the text above shifted again. Not erased. Rewritten. Like the note had updated its memory. A new line appeared. You're delaying the confirmation. Sophie shook her head quickly. No, I'm stopping it. The reply came instantly. That's part of the delay. Her chest tightened. She looked around the room again. Everything looked normal. Bed. Desk. Door. Nothing out of place. But now, everything felt slightly misaligned, like the room was waiting for something to complete. Sophie looked back at the phone. I'm not doing anything you say. The cursor blinked slowly, then typed. You don't follow instructions. You arrive at them. Sophie frowned. What does that even mean? No response. Instead, the screen changed. The note scrolled upward on its own, revealing older entries. Entries she didn't remember writing. Same format. Same tone. Short lines. Precise. Predictive. Her heart dropped as she read. You'll start reading the older lines now. You'll think they're new. They aren't. Sophie whispered, I didn't write these. Another line appeared under them. You're remembering slower this time. Her head felt heavy suddenly, like something was trying to surface in her memory, but couldn't fully form. She scrolled faster. More lines, more predictions, all describing her current actions. Perfectly. Then she saw one that made her stop completely. You already stood up once. Sophie froze. I haven't moved. Her voice sounded uncertain now, like she didn't fully trust it. The cursor blinked again. Check your camera. Her stomach dropped. No! But her thumb was already moving, opening the camera app, switching to front view. Her face appeared on screen, pale, tense, still sitting. Nothing wrong. Sophie exhaled slightly. See, nothing happened. The Notes app notification popped over the camera. Switch angles. Her hand moved again, before she could stop it. Rear camera. The screen turned, showing her room from behind, her bed, her desk, her door, and her, standing near the corner, facing the wall, completely still. Sophie dropped the phone slightly. Her voice broke. That's not me. The cursor blinked one more time, final line appearing. That's the version that already confirmed it. Sophie's hands started shaking. The phone felt heavier now, like it was carrying something more than just an app. She slowly lifted it again. The rear camera feed was still active, still showing her room, still showing her, standing in the corner, back turned, completely still. Sophie whispered, "Turn around." The version in the camera didn't move, didn't react, just stood there like it was waiting for something. Her breathing became shallow. "I'm not over there." The Notes app notification slid in again, covering part of the camera feed. "You haven't caught up yet." Sophie shook her head. "Caught up to what?" The phone vibrated once. The camera zoomed in slightly on the figure in the corner. Closer now. Close enough to see details. Same clothes, same hair, same posture. But something was wrong. Too still, too exact. Like it wasn't reacting to anything at all. Then, the figure moved. Just a little. Its head tilted. Not toward the wall. Toward the phone. Toward Sophie. Her breath stopped. "No." The Notes updated again. "There it is." Sophie's voice trembled. "Stop doing that." The figure in the camera slowly began to turn. Not fast, not dramatic, just deliberate. Like it had all the time in the world. Sophie tried to lower the phone, but her hands didn't fully respond. The camera kept facing the corner, kept watching. The figure completed its turn, now fully facing the camera, facing her. Same face, but no fear, no confusion, just calm, aware, and slightly ahead. The Notes typed again. "This is the confirmed version." Sophie shook her head rapidly. "No, I'm right here. This is me." The reply came instantly. "You're the version that hasn't accepted it yet." Her chest tightened painfully. The camera feed glitched for a split second, and then something worse happened. The other Sophie stepped forward, out of the corner, into the room, walking slowly. And in real life, Sophie heard a footstep behind her, soft, perfectly timed. Her eyes widened. "No." The Notes added one final line. "Now you'll turn around." Sophie's body locked up. Every instinct screamed at her to turn around, but this time she fought it, hard. Her eyes stayed glued to the phone screen, watching, measuring, trying to stay ahead of whatever was happening. "I'm not turning," she whispered. The Notes app didn't respond immediately. The silence stretched. Then, the text updated. Delay increasing. Her chest tightened. "I'm not delaying anything. I'm stopping it." The reply came slower this time, more deliberate. "You can't stop confirmation." Sophie's grip tightened around the phone. On the screen, the other Sophie had stopped walking, now standing directly behind the camera's view. Too close. Close enough that Sophie knew, if she turned, she would see her. Right there, in real life. Her breathing became uneven. "I'm not looking," she said. The Notes shifted again. "You already did." Sophie shook her head fast. "No, I didn't." The screen flickered. And suddenly, the camera view changed. Not live anymore. A recording, time-stamped just seconds ahead. In it, Sophie turned around. Slowly. Exactly the way she was trying not to. Her face in the recording was tense, but not surprised. like she had already accepted what she would see. Sophie's voice broke. "That's not happening." The recording version of her whispered, "Okay." The same word Sophie had said earlier, but calmer, resolved. Then the recorded Sophie stepped slightly aside, revealing something behind her. The other version, standing still, facing her, already there, already finished. The video paused automatically, and the Notes app came back over it. That's the moment you stop resisting. Sophie's breathing sped up again. "I'm not going to do that." The reply came instantly. "You don't decide that part." A long pause. Then, "You only experience when it happens." Sophie's fingers trembled. "I'm still here. I'm still me." The text changed one last time. "For now." And behind her, another soft footstep echoed. Then the screen version of her slowly turned its head, looking over its shoulder. Behind her, Sophie didn't move, but her reflection did. Her stomach dropped. No. The Notes app overlaid the camera again. "You're about to understand." A long pause. Then, "Watch closely." The front camera zoomed slightly, and Sophie saw it. In the background behind her, something moved. Not clearly, not fully visible, but enough. A figure stepping into frame. Same height, same outline, same posture, stopping right behind her. The camera version of Sophie was now fully turned, looking directly at it, calm, accepting. Then the screen version of her spoke, not through audio, but her lips moved, and Sophie heard it anyway. "It's okay." Sophie's chest tightened. "No, it's not." The Notes typed one final sequence. Synchronization complete. Primary perspective updated. The screen froze, then reset. Black for a second. Then, the Notes app reopened. Blank page. New entry. The cursor blinked. And slowly, it began typing on its own. "You're about to check this again."
Hey guys, subscribe my channel for more videos.